Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time, well, simply welcome. My name is David Nates, and today's topic is Stop Coloring Within the Lines. From being a baby to a young child, then a teenager and young adult through adulthood, we as humans are often told what to do. Stop crying, don't touch this, be quiet, go to sleep, and literally the list goes on and on and on. As children, we are being educated by our parents and the adults around us, be it at school, at home, during music lessons, dance lessons. The thing is, yes, it's good to have rules. After all, the world is extremely chaotic, and if we were to live in a big city where nobody followed the green lights, red lights, or whatever rules are implemented by our society, then we would literally have chaos everywhere. But what if at the same time these rules were actually stopping us from actually achieving our full potential? After all, what might have worked for our previous generations or generations prior to that might actually be ideal in today's world. This is why you need to start thinking for yourself and seeing what rules apply to your life and the ones that actually don't. It goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways. There are some obvious things that are basic rules of life, kind of like eating, breathing, sleeping, for example. These rules that I'm speaking about cannot be broken, otherwise, well, we would literally die. There are also things such as be good, do good, be positive to the world, don't hurt others, and be good to Mother Nature. As humans, we have definitely broken a lot of these rules, but as things always balance out in nature, either we start respecting them at some point, or in the end, nature will restore balance somehow. Think of fires, global warming, natural disasters. As I said, nature will win over its inhabitants. Now, if we want to live prosperously for many more generations, as humans we will have to adapt, or basically, we simply won't survive much longer. That being said, even though some rules should be respected, here are a few things that you should do in your life in order to not always stay within the lines of what is told or expected from you. Life is made out of so many colors, so we might as well use all of them. Number 1, live for yourself, not for others. This means to live the life that you want for yourself, regardless of what other people think. We are all different, and many people tend to want to please their families and friends, the society that they live in. Tradition can be nice and interesting, but do they actually align with your life, the way that you want to love and live life proudly? Don't let other people dictate your life. Everyone has different goals, and it's easy to have goals set for you by your parents or what society deems as success. It's not their life, so you should do what fulfills you, not them. For example, in the old days, diplomas used to mean the world because they were much more scarce. At the same time, if you had a diploma, it pretty much guaranteed you a job, better education, and a better income. Problem is that nowadays, everyone has a diploma, so what once worked doesn't work in today's age. Diplomas don't mean almost guaranteed work anymore, so stop wanting to impress others, please others, or get approval from others because that's what society expects of you. Stop caring about how you appear to others and start listening to how you want to appear to yourself. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't live life without considering other people or being helpful or doing good things to others. It just means that you need to be aware of your needs and take care of them, making choices that align with your values and not what is imposed to you by previous generations or society. Number 2, learn to know yourself. The biggest problem that people may have when they are trying to unconform themselves from society is that they don't actually know themselves and what they actually really want from life. You have an inner voice telling you that you need something different, but you are unable to pinpoint exactly what needs to be changed. Thing is that in life, without exploring different things, it's practically impossible to know what will make you happy. What your brain knows is whatever you've experienced in your life up to this point. Literally, everything that makes you happy, sad, or believe in is whatever happened to you in the past. It is not what is reflected in your current moment. The best way to know yourself is to experience as much as possible because only then will you actually be able to really, truly know what you can achieve happiness-wise. Limiting yourself to what you know will literally limit your lifestyle. Children, for example, they're often very open to new experiences. That's why when they laugh or play, they truly do so and usually express it very loudly. In America, for example, a lot of teenagers, they look forward to the college years because they get to do pretty much whatever they want without the rules imposed by their parents. I'm not telling you to do drugs or go completely crazy exploring. I'm just saying to use your common sense and experience the world through travel, learning new things, and being open to new cultures. Only once that's been explored will you truly be able to recolor your own self. Number 3, create your definition of happiness and success. A big trend in our current state of the world is money and how money is equal to success. Come on, stop it. Literally, stop it. Come on. It's not because someone wears nice clothes, drives an exotic car, and prances with a bunch of cash that they are successful. Anybody can buy clothes that look fancy, lease or rent a fancy car, and prance around with whatever little cash one has. And even if you actually really own all of these things, does it actually make someone really rich? Well, no! The same millionaire may be the person that sacrificed years at a job in order to make a bunch of zeros in their bank account. I'm not saying you can't make a good living without also having a good life. I'm just making a point that the outward smile may not be the inner feeling. Look at famous comedian Robin Williams, probably one of the biggest geniuses in comedy and full of life. Well, he committed suicide and struggled with alcoholism for a big chunk of his life. He had an amazing life and was genuine, but sometimes demons are just bigger than what one can handle. As someone trying to live life within his colors, you need to find and figure out what values are important to you. Is it honesty, integrity, compassion, or strength and determination? Find what is important to you and make it part of your life. Number 4, keep growing. It's practically impossible to find balance in all aspects of life. If someone works too hard, they will miss out on family and friends. At the same time, if someone only thinks about enjoyment, partying, and spending time with friends and family, they will not grow, learn, and make any financial growth because they're simply not working. Just try to prioritize and switch gears between family, life, experience, and work. Set your standards high, but also not too low. Find that in between in order to achieve that full potential from life. Setting standards too high also creates too much pressure and stress, which can create paralyzing or detrimental results to your well-being. Setting too low of a standard will have the complete opposite effect where nothing is achieved. Whatever happens in life, don't forget that nobody is really against you. Never blame anyone else for your successes or your failures. It's all on you. Finding that sweet spot is pretty difficult. In some ways, this is the fun thing about life. We don't have everything we want right away, kind of like a video game where you need to get a certain amount of experience points in order to unlock more items. We only get one life, so keep yourself in check and walk out of your comfort zone sometimes. Literally, just stepping outside into the unfamiliar is when things can happen. Number 5, don't focus just on happiness. Everyone wants to be happy, but there are a bunch of unpleasant things that need to be done in order to achieve said happiness. Think of it as wanting to go to a specific university. Well, in order to go to it, you need to take entrance exams and study a lot of stuff so that you can get in. It's unpleasant and difficult to have to put in so much work, but getting into your desired university is your reward for having worked so hard. The problem with being happy is that if you are happy with your life the way it is, well, you will not need to push yourself to grow and take risks outside of your comfort zone. This can lead to laziness and motivation, which in the long run will create sadness. Life, like everything in the world, it's ever changing. Live a life that you are proud of. You can be happy and grateful with the present moment, but don't forget that life is it's like a committed relationship. It's ever evolving and needs work. Now that you have all the colors and the colored brushes to paint your life, be sure to use the world and make it your own canvas. I really hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you, the spectators. Even my YouTube channel and subjects, well, they're evolving, and I really promise to always do my best to paint each video in very different colors and keep evolving myself. Please be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Like always, I'll see you in the next video.